Welcome, good Marcellus.
What, has this thing appeared again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy, and won't let belief take hold of him, touching this dreaded sight. Twice seen of us, that if again this apparition come, he may approve our eyes and speak to it.
Well, sit we down and let us hear Bernardo speak of this.
Last night of all, when yon same star that's westward from the pole had made his course to illume the part of heaven where now it burns, Marcellus and myself, the bell then beating one.
Ah! Look! In the same figure! Like the king that's dead!
Thou art a scholar! Speak to it, Horatio!
Looks it not like the king? Mark it, Horatio!
Most like, heralds me with fear and wonder. What art thou that usurpest this time of night, together with that fair and warlike form by which the very majesty of France does sometimes march? But haven't I charged thee to speak? Ugh.
It is offended!
See, it stalks away.
Speak! Speak, I charge thee, speak!
Shall I strike at it?
Do it if it won't stand.
'Tis here.
'Tis gone. We do it wrong, being so majestical, for it is, as the air, invulnerable, and our vein blows malicious mockery.
It was about to speak when the cock crew.
And then start like a guilty thing upon a fearful summons. So I've heard and part do believe it. But look, the morn, in rustle mantle clad, walks o'er the dew of yon high eastward hill. Break we our watch up, and let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For all my mother's life, this spirit, dumb to us, will surely speak to him.
Let's do it, I pray, and this morning knows where we shall find him most conveniently.
Though yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that it us befitted to bear our hearts in grief, and that our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe, together with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, the imperial jointress to this warlike state, with an auspicious and a dropping eye, with mirth and funeral and dirge and marriage, taken to wife. For all our thanks.
In that and all things will we show our duty.
And now, Laertes, what's the news with you? What is it, Laertes? You cannot speak of reason to the king, and loose your voice. What wouldst thou beg, Laertes, that would not be thy giving, not thy asking?
My dread lord, your leave and favor to return to Denmark, from whence so willingly I came to France to show my duty in your coronation.
Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius?
She hath, my lord. I do beseech you, give her leave to go.
Take thy fair hour, Laertes, and at thy best graces spend it at thy will. And now, cousin Hamlet, my son.
A little more than kin and less than kind.
Cast thy knighted color off. Do not forever with thy veil bid seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou knowest 'tis common, all that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Aye, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam. Nay, it is. I know not alone in my inky cloak, good mother, nor customary suits of solemn black, the windy suspiration of forced breath, or the fruitful river in the eye, the dejected havior of the visage, together with all forms, moods, shapes of grief, that get to know to me truly. But I have that within which passive show, these but the trappings and the suits of woe.
Let not thy mother lose her prayers, Hamlet. I pray thee, stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
I, madam, I shall in all my best obey.
Why, 'tis a loving and a fair reply. Be as ourself in France. Come, madam, this gentle and unforced accord of Hamlet sits smiling to my heart. Come away.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself to a dew. God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. 'Tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed. Things rank and gross in nature possess a myriad. But 2 months dead. Nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king, and so loving to my mother, that he might not be teemed the winds of heaven visit her face too roughly. Must I remember? Why? She would hang on him. And yet, within a month, let me not think on it. Frailty, thy name is woman. God, a beast that wants discourse of reason that would have mourned longer. Married with my uncle, my father's brother. But no more like my father than I am to Hercules. Within a month, she's married. Almost wicked speed, to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets, but break my heart. For I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship.
Oh, good Horatio! I'm glad to see thee well, or I do forget myself.
Same, my lord, your poor servant ever.
My good sir, I'll change that name with you.
But
what make it for Wittenberg, Horatio? Marcellus?
My good lord.
Oh, I'm glad you're well and even, sir. But yes, what make it from Wittenberg?
Truant disposition, good my lord.
I would not hear your enemy say so. I know you are no truant. What is your affair here in Paris?
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
I pray thee, do not mock me, fellow student. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio. The funeral baked meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage tables.
Mm-hmm.
My father, Horatio. Methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my eye, Horatio.
Oh, okay. My lord, methinks I saw him yesterday.
Saw who?
The king, your father.
For God's love, let me hear.
Very well. 2 nights together had these gentlemen on their watch in dead dash in the middle of the night been thus encountered. A figure like your father comes, these hands are not more like.
But where was this?
My lord, upon the platform where we watched.
Did you not speak to it?
My lord, I did, but once methought it lifted up its head as if it would address itself to motion, it shrunk in haste away.
'Tis very strange.
Indeed, my lord, but I thought it written our duties to at the very least let you know.
Indeed, sirs. But this troubles me. Hold you the watch tonight?
We do, my lord.
Armed, say you? Then saw you not his face.
It was, countenance more of sorrow than anger.
What? Looked he frowningly?
Indeed.
I will watch tonight.
Yes.
Perchance to walk again.
I warrant it will.
If it assume my noble father's person, I'll speak to it, though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace. I pray you all, if you have thereto concealed this sight, let it be tenable in your silence still. So, very well, upon the platform twixt 11 and 12, I'll visit you. My love is to you. Farewell. My father's spirit. In arms? All must not be well. Oh, I doubt some foul play. Whether night will come, till then sit still. Whew. My soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all earth o'erwhelm them. To men's eyes,
My necessities are embarked. Farewell. And sister, let me hear from you.
Do you doubt that?
For Hamlet and the trifling of his favor, hold it to fashion and a toy and blood. No more.
No more, but so.
Think it no more. Perhaps he loves you now, but his greatness, wait. His will is not his own, for he himself is subject to his birth. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself. For on his choice depends the safety and health of this whole state. Then, if he says he loves you, if with 2 credits ear you list his songs, or lose your heart, or change treasure open unto his unmastered importunity. Fear it, Ophelia. Fear it, my dear sister. And keep yourself in the rear of your affection, out of the shot and danger of desire. Best safety lies in fear. Youth to itself rebels, though none else near.
I shall the effect of this good lesson keep as watchman to my heart. But good, my sister, do not, as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whiles, like a puffed and reckless libertine, herself the primrose path of dalliance.
Fear not, I'd stay too long.
Yet here, Laertes.
But here my father comes. Double blessing is double grace. Occasion smiles upon second leave.
Aboard, aboard! For shame! The wind sits in the shoulder of your sail. There, my blessing with thee. To thine own self be true. And then it must follow, as night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord. Farewell. Ophelia, remember well what I have said to you?
'Tis in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key to it. Farewell. Hear myself.
What is it, Ophelia, we hath said to you?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Mary, well bethought. 'Tis told me he hath very oft of late given private time to you. What is between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath, my lord, of late, made many tenders in his affection to me.
Ha ha! Affection! You speak like a green girl. Do you believe his tenders?
I do not know, my lord, what I should think.
Mary, I'll teach you. Think yourself a baby, that you obtain these tenders for true pay. Tender yourself more dearly, or you'll tender me a fool.
My lord, he hath importuned me with love and honorable fashion, and hath given countenance to his speech with almost all the holy vows of heaven.
From this time, be somewhat scanter of your maiden presence. For Lord Hamlet, do not believe his vows, for they are brokers, mere implorators of unholy suits, the better to beguile. This is for all. I would not have you talk or give words with the Lord Hamlet.
I shall obey, my lord.
The air, it bites shrewdly. It's very cold.
Yes, it is a very nipping and eager air.
What hour now?
I think it lacks in 12.
No, it is struck.
Well, now is this hour the spirit how is wont to walk.
The king doth wake tonight, and takes his ruse. The kettle drum and trumpet thus bry out in the triumph of his pledge.
Is it a custom?
Aye, marry, is it? But to my mind, though, and to the manner born, is a custom more honored in the breach than the observance. This heavy-headed revel east and west makes us taxed and traduced of other nations.
Look, my lord, it comes.
Angels and ministers of grace, defend us! Be thou spirit of health, or goblin damned, be thy intents wicked or charitable, thou comest in such a questionable shape, and I'll speak to thee. I'll call thee Hamlet, King, Father? Answer me! Say wherefore? What should we do?
I think it beckons you to go away with it.
But do not go with it.
No, by no means.
It will not speak, then I'll follow it.
No, you will not. My lord, what if it tempts you toward the flood, or the dreadful summit of the cliff?
It weighs me forth still. I'll follow it.
Be ruled, you shall not go.
Hold off your hands.
Now,
My fate, it cries out. Still I am called. Gentlemen, by heaven I'll make a ghost of him that lets me. I say away!
Something is rotten in the state of Paris.
Speak! Where would thou lead me? Speak, I'll go no further.
Mark me.
I will.
My hour is almost come, when I too sulphurous and tormenting flames must render up myself.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing to what I shall unfold.
Speak, I'm bound to hear.
What art thou to revenge, when thou shalt hear?
What?
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast in flames, until the foul crimes done in my days are burnt and purged away. If thou didst ever thy father love,
Oh God,
revenge his foul and most unnatural murder.
murder!
Murder most foul, as in the best it is. But this, most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Haste me to know it, and I, with wings as swift as meditation, or the thoughts of love, may sweep to my revenge.
Now, Hamlet, listen. 'Tis given out that, while sleeping within my orchard, a serpent did sting, so that the whole ear of France is but the forged process of my death rankly abused. But know, Hamlet, the one that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
Prophetic soul! My uncle!
Aye, that incestuous, that adulterate beast, with witchcraft of his wit, with treacherous gifts, won the heart of my most seeming virtuous queen. Oh, Hamlet, what a falling off was there from me, whose love that went hand in hand even within the vow I made to her in marriage. Sleeping within my orchard, my custom always of the afternoon, upon my secure hour thy uncle stole. With most loath elixir within a vial, didst pour the leprous distilment within the porches of my ears. Do not let the bed of Paris be a couch for luxury and damned incest. Taint not thy mind, nor let thy soul contrive against thy mother art. Instead, leave those thorns that within her bosom lodge to prick and sting. Adieu, adieu, Hamlet. Remember me.
Hold! Oh, hold! My heart, by the poor ghost, remember thee. Thy commandment alone shall live within the book and volume of my brain. And villain, smiling, damned villain. At least I'm sure it may be so in France. Now it is to my word. It is adieu. Adieu. Remember me. I've sworn.
My lord!
Lord!
Lord Hamlet!
Have it secure.
So be it.
Oh.
How is my noble lord?
What news, my lord?
No, you'll reveal it.
What is it, my lord?
Why? Right. You are in the right. And so, I find it fit that we shake hands and part ways. Look you, I'll go pray.
These are whirling words, my lord.
I'm sorry they offend you. Hardly. Yes, faint-heartedly.
There's no offense, my lord.
Horatio. But there is, and much offense too, touching this vision. It is an honest ghost. Let me tell you, good friends, give me one poor request.
What is it, my lord? We will.
Oh, never make known what you have seen tonight. Nay, let's swear it. Swear. Oh, upon my fist. Swear. Swear. Well said, Almo. What's more move, good friends?
In faith, my lord, not I.
Swear! Swear! Oh. Rest. Rest. Perturbed spirit. Oh, they swear so. Gentlemen, with all my love, I do commend me to you. Let us go in together. Still your fingers on your lips, I do pray. Oh, the time is out of joint. Cursed spite, that ever I was born to set it right. Oh.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover, that we much did long to see you, the need we have to use you did provoke our hasty sending. Something, have you heard of Hamlet's transformation? Gather whether aught to us unknown afflicts him thus?
Good gentleman, he hath much talked of you, and sure I am to men there are not living to whom he more adheres. Your visitation shall receive such thanks as fits a king's remembrance.
We both obey, and here give up ourselves in the full bent to lay our services freely at your feet, to be commanded.
Thanks, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz, and I beseech you instantly to visit my much too changed son. Go, some of you, and bring these men where Hamlet is.
Heavens make our practice and our presence pleasant and helpful to him.
Aye, amen.
Thou still hast been the father of good news?
Have I, my lord? I assure my good liege, I hold my duty, and I do think I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Now do speak of that. He tells me, my dear Gertrude, that he hath found the head and source of all your son's distempers.
I doubt it is no other but the main, his father's death and our overly hasty marriage.
Well, we shall sift him.
My liege, and madam, since brevity is the soul of wit, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad call I it, for to define true madness. What is it but to be nothing else but mad?
More matter with less art.
Madam, I swear, I use no art at all. That he is mad, 'tis true. I have a daughter, who, in her duty and obedience, mark, hath given me this. Now gather and surmise. To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautiful Ophelia. Thus, in her excellent white bosom.
Came this from Hamlet to her?
And good madam, stay a while. I will be faithful. Doubt thou the stars are fire. Doubt the sun doth move. Doubt truth to be a liar. But never doubt I love. This in obedience hath my daughter shown me, and more above hath his solicitings, as they fell out by means, by time and place, all given to mine ear.
But how hath she received his love?
What do you think of me?
As of a man, faithful and honorable.
I went round to work, and thus my young mistress I did bespeak. Lord Hamlet is a prince, out of thy star. This must not be. And then I precepts gave her, that she should lock herself from his resort, admit no messengers, receive no tokens. And he repulsed, fell into the madness wherein now he raves.
Do you think 'tis this?
It may be very likely.
You know, sometimes he walks for hours together here in the lobby.
So he does indeed.
At such a time, I'll loose my daughter to him. Be you and I behind an arras, then. Mark the encounter. If he loves her not, and be not fallen from his reason thereon.
We will try.
But look, where sadly the poor wretch comes greeting.
Oh, give me leave. How does my good Lord Hamlet?
Oh, well, God of mercy.
You know me, my lord?
Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but not as your daughter may conceive. Friend, look to it.
Will you walk out of the air, my lord?
Into my grave.
What is it you read here, my lord?
Words, words, words.
My most honorable lord, humbly do I take my leave of you.
You cannot, sir, take from me what I would be more willing to part with all. Except my life, except my life, except my life.
Fare you well, my lord.
These tedious old fools.
You go to seek the Lord Hamlet. There he is.
God save you, sir.
My honored lord.
Most dear Lord.
Rosencrantz, Guildenstern, oh, how dost thou, how do we both?
As the indifferent children of the earth.
Happy in that we are not over happy. Unfortunate's cap, we are not the very button.
Nor the soles of her shoe.
Neither, my lord.
Then you live about in her waist, in the middle of her favors.
Faith, Her private suite.
In the secret parts of her fortune, is most true, she is a strumpet. Oh, what's the news?
None, my lord, but that the world's grown honest.
Then it's doomsday here. But your news is not true. Let me question more particular. What have you, my good friends, deserved the hands of Queen? They send you to prison hither.
Prison, my lord.
Aye, Francis, what a prison.
This is the world one.
In which there are many confines, wards, dungeons. Paris, oh, being one of the worst.
Why then, your ambition makes it one. 'Tis too narrow for your mind.
I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself a king of infinite space, were it not that I have bad dreams.
Which indeed dreams are ambition, for the very substance of the ambitious is merely the shadow of a dream.
The dream is but a shadow.
Truly. And I hold ambition of so airy and light a quality, that it is but a shadow.
No such matter. What make you in Paris?
To visit you, my lord, no other occasion.
Beggar that I am, I am even poor in thanks. And yet, my dear friends, my thanks are a too dear halfpenny. Were you not sent for? Is it your own inclining? Is it a free visitation? Come! Deal justly with me. Come! Hey! Speak.
What should we say, my lord?
Why? Anything. But to the purpose, you were sent for. And there is a kind of confession in your looks in which your modesties had not craft enough to gala. I know the good king and queen have sent you.
To what end, my lord?
Well, that you must teach me. But let me conjure you. By the rights of our fellowship, be even and direct with me, whether you were sent for or no.
What say you?
Nay! I have an eye of you. If you love me, good friends, hold not off.
My lord, we were sent for.
I will tell you why. You see, I have of late, wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, foregone all custom of exercises, and yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me, nor woman neither, but to your smiling you seem to say so.
My lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts.
Why did you laugh then, when I said man delights not me?
To think, my lord, that if man delights you not, what Linton entertainments the players shall receive from you. We quoted them on the way, and hither they are coming to offer you service.
He that plays the king shall be welcome. What players are there?
Even those you were wont to take delight in, the tragedians of the city.
Do they hold the same estimation that I did when I was in the city? Are they so followed?
No, indeed, they are not.
How comes it? Do they grow rusty?
Oh, there's been much throwing about of brains. Oh, there are the players.
Gentlemen, your hands, come down. The impertinence of welcome is fashion and ceremony. You are welcome, but my uncle, father, and aunt, mother, they're deceived.
In what, my dear lord?
I am but mad. Northwest. When the wind is southerly, I know a hawk from a hen song.
Well be with you, gentlemen.
Aren't you Gildersleeve? And you too. At each ear here, that great baby you see there is not yet out of its swaddling clouds.
Oh, happily he's the second time come to them, for they say an old man is twice a child.
The best actors in the world, either for tragedy, comedy, history, pastoral comical, historical pastoral, tragical historical, tragical comical, historical pastoral, scene indivisible, poem unlimited.
Welcome, masters. Welcome, oh, yes, masters. welcome. But my lord, you see the players well bestowed. Do you hear? Let them be well used, for they are the brief and abstract chronicles of the time. After your death, you better have a bad epitaph than your ill report while you live.
My lord, I will use them according to their deserts. Come, sirs.
Dost thou hear me? You could play the murder of Gonzago, could you not?
Aye, my lord.
Very well. You could for a need study a speech of some dozen or 16 lines in which I could insert into it, could you not?
Aye, my lord.
Very well. Follow that lord and look you mock him not. Till tonight, friends.
Good, my lord.
Aye, God be with you. Now, I'm alone. But what a rogue and peasant slave am I? Am I a coward? What an ass am I? This is most brave, that I, the son of a dear father, murdered, prompted to my revenge, like heaven and hell must, like a whore, unpack my heart with words and fall cursing like a very drab. A scullion! I have heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play have by the very cunning of the scene been so struck to the soul that they have proclaimed their malfactions. For murder, though it have no tongue, it will speak with the most miraculous organ. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before mine own lord. I'll observe his looks. I'll tense him to the quick. If he but blench, oh, I know my course. The spirit that I have seen tonight may be the devil hath the power to assume a pleasing shape. The play is the thing where now catch the conscience of thy king.
I can by no drift or circumstance get from him why he puts on this confusion, grating so harsh that all his days of quiet were turbulent and dangerous lunacy.
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means say.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof when we would bring him on to some confession of his true state.
He received you well.
Most like a gentleman.
Did you essay him to any pastime?
Madam, it so fell out that certain players we all wrought on the way. Of these we told him, and there did seem in him a kind of joy to hear of it. And as I think they have already ordered this night to play before him.
It is most true, and he beseeched me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter.
With all my heart. It did not much content me to hear him so incline. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge and drive his purpose onto these delights.
We will, my lord.
Good Gertrude, leave us too. We may of their encounter frankly judge.
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. So shall I hope your virtues will bring him to his wonted way again. To both your honors.
Madam, I wish it may.
Ophelia, read on this book. Walk you here. I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
To be or not to be? That is the question, whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, no more. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. For there's the respect of so long life. Who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the insolence of office, that patient spurns of the merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietest make with a bare bottle. What soft you now, the fair Ophelia? Nymph and thy orisons be all my sins remembered.
Good, my lord. How does your honor this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well,
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have long longed to redeliver. I pray you, now receive them.
are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
Well, that if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
Well, I did love you once.
Indeed, you made me believe so.
You should have not believed me. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery! Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offenses at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. We are errant knaves, all believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Let the doors be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house.
Oh, help him, you sweet heavens.
If thou dost marry, I'll give you this plague flag down! Be thou chaste as ice, as clear as snow, thou shalt not escape calumny! Get thee to a nunnery, or, if thou wilt needs marry a fool! For wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them to a nunnery. Go!
Oh, heavenly powers, restore him!
I have heard of your paintings well enough. God, well, he gives you one face, and yet you make another. You shake, you amble, and you lisp, and you nickname God's creatures, and you make your wantonness your
I, of ladies most eject and wretched, that suck the honey of his music vows, now see that noble and most sovereign reason, like sweet bells that jangled, out of tune and harsh. Woe is me, to have seen what I've seen, see what I've seen.
Love, his affections do not that way tend, nor would he speak. Though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. There's something in his soul, o'er which his melancholy sits on brood. He shall to England. What think you on it?
Will do well, but yet do I believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprung from neglected love. How now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what Lord Hamlet said. We heard it all.
It shall be so. Madness and great ones must not unwatched go.
And now, my lord, will the king hear this piece of work?
And the queen, too, and that presently.
Bid the players make haste. Will you two help to hasten them?
We will,
my lord.
Horatio? What? Horatio?
Here's Lord at your service.
Horatio, thou as just a man as ever my conversation coped withal. Nay, do not think I flatter. Give me that man that is not passion's slave. Now wear him in my heart, aye, in my heart of hearts, as I do thee. There is a play tonight. One scene of it comes in the circumstance in which I have told thee of my father's death. I pray thee, when thou seest that act afoot, even with thy very comment of thy soul, observe mine uncle, and together we will join in the censure of his seeming.
Well, my lord, if he steal while the play is playing and escape detecting, I will pay the theft.
They're coming to the play. I must be idle. Get you a place.
How fares our cousin Hamlet?
Excellent. In faith, of the chameleon's dish, I eat the air promised crammed, and you cannot feed capon so.
I have nothing with this answer, Hamlet. These words are not mine.
No, nor mine now. My lord, you once played in the university, you say.
That did I, my lord, and was accounted a good actor.
What did you enact?
I did enact Julius Caesar. I was killed in the Capitol. Brutus killed me.
It was a brute part of him to kill so capital a calf. Be the players ready?
Aye, my lord. They stay upon your patience.
Come hither, my dear Hamlet, sit by me.
No, mother. Why, here's metal, more attractive.
What? Oh, do you mark that?
Lady, shall I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean, my head upon your lap.
Aye, my lord.
Did you think I meant country matters?
I think nothing, my lord.
That's a fair thought, to lie between LAZZARA.
What is, my lord?
Nothing.
You are merry, my lord.
God, we're only a jig maker. For what should a man do but be merry? For look you now, how cheerfully my mother looks. My father died within these 2 hours.
Nay, 'tis twice 2 months, my lord.
Heavens, so long ago. Died 2 months ago, not forgotten yet?
What means this, my lord?
Well, it is Mitching molecular. It means mischief.
Do you like this show and what's the argument of the play?
The players cannot keep counsel. They'll tell all.
Will he tell us what this show meant?
I already showed that you'll show him. Be not you ashamed to show. I'm not ashamed to tell you what it means.
You are not, you are not. I'll mark the play.
For us, and for our tragedy, here, kneeling to your clemency, we beg your hearing patiently.
Is this the prologue or the posy of a ring?
'Tis brief, my lord.
As woman's love.
Since love our hearts in hymen did our hands unite, commutual in sacred bonds.
So many journeys may the sun and moon make us again count or love be done. But woe is me, you are so sick of late, and so far from your former state that I distrust you. Yet though I discomfort you, my lord, it is nothing must. Where love is great, the littlest of doubts are fear, and where little fear grows great, great love grows there.
Faith, I must leave thee, love, and shortly too. My operant powers leave their functions to do, and thou shalt live in this beloved world behind, honored, beloved, and happily won, for husband shalt thou—
Oh, confound the rest! Such love needs be treason in my breast. In second husband let me be accursed. None who wed the second, but who killed the first. The incidences that second marriage brings are base respects of thrift, but none of love. A second time I kill my husband dead, when second husband kisses me in bed.
I do believe you think what now you speak, but what we do determine oft we break. Purpose is but the slave to memory, of violent birth, but poor validity. Our thoughts are ours, their end none their own. So think thou wilt no second husband wed, but die thy thoughts when thy first lord is dead.
Each opposite that blanks the face of joy, meet what I would have well, and it destroy. Both here and hence pursue me lasting strife. If once a widow, I have a life.
'Tis deeply sworn. Love, leave me here a while. My spirits grow dull, and fain I would beguile the tedious day with sleep.
Sleep rock thy brain, and never mischance come between us twain.
Adam, how like you to play?
The lady protests too much, methinks.
Oh, but she'll keep her word.
Have you heard the argument? Is there no offense in it?
They do ingest poison in jest. No offense much in the world.
What do you call the play?
The mousetrap. Mary? How? Tropically. This here is the image of a murder done in Vienna. Gonzaga was the Duke. His wife named Baptista. This one here is Lucianus.
You are as good as a chorus, my lord.
Oh, it would take you a crowning to take off my edge.
You are keen, you are keen.
Thou mixture rank of midnight weeds collected, with Hecate's magic thrice blasted, thrice infected, thy natural magic and dire property, unwholesome life usurp immediately, pours the poison into the sleeper's ears.
poisons him in the garden for his estate. This story is extant and rich in choice Italian. You shall see anon how the murderer gets the love of Gonzago's wife.
The king rises.
What? Frightened with false fire?
How fares my lord?
Give o'er this play.
What? Give me some light. All light! Light!
Eudaman!
Oh, Horatio. Didst perceive?
Very well.
Upon the talk of the poisoning?
I did well know that.
Yes! Come, Horatio, some music. For if the king like not the comedy, why, then he like it purred. Come, the recorders.
The recorders.
My lord, vouchsafe me a word with you.
Sir, whole history.
The king, sir,
Aye, what of him?
is in his retirement marvelous distempered.
With drink, sir.
No, my lord, rather with choler.
Your wisdom should signify this. More richer to his doctor.
Nay, my lord, put your discourse into some frame and start not so wildly from my affair.
I am tame. Pronounce.
The queen, your mother, in most great affliction of the spirit, hath sent me to you.
You are welcome.
Nay, good my lord, this courtesy is not of the right breed. If it shall please you to make me a wholesome answer, I shall do your mother's commandment. If not, your pardon and my return shall be the end of my business.
She desires to speak with you in her closet ere you go to bed.
We shall obey. Were she 10 times our mother. Have you any further trade with us?
My lord, you once did love me.
Aye. While the grass grows, the proverb is something musty. The recorders! 1 second, gentlemen.
Oh, my lord, will my duty be too bold?
I don't understand that. Will you play upon this pipe?
I cannot, my lord.
I do beseech you.
I know no touch of it, my lord.
Why? 'Tis as easy as lying. Govern these bandages and lingers with your thumb. Give it breath with your mouth, and it will discourse most eloquent music. Look you, these are the stops.
But these cannot commit to any utterance of harmony. I have not the skill.
Why, how unworthy a thing you make of me. You would play upon me. You would sell me for my lowest notes on top of my compass. You think I am easier to be played on than a pipe. Though you can fret me, yet you cannot play upon me. God bless you, sir.
My lord, the queen would speak with you, and that presently.
I will come to my mother by and by. They fool me to the top of my bent. I will come by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Leave me, friends. "'Tis now the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn and hell itself breathes out contagion to this world. But soft to my mother. Let not ever the soul of Nero into this firm bosom. Let me be cruel, but not unnatural. Let me speak daggers, but use none. However my words soever she be shent, to give them seals, never my soul consent."
I like him not. Therefore prepare you, I your commission will forthwith dispatch, and he shall along to England with you.
We will ourselves provide. Most holy and religious spirit is to keep those many, many bodies safe that live and feed upon your majesty.
My lord, he's going to his mother. Behind the arras, I'll convey myself to hear the process, and warrant she'll tax him home. I'll call upon you ere you go to bed, and tell you what I know.
Thanks, dear my lord. His rank, it smells to heaven. It hath the primal eldest curse upon it. A brother's murder. Though inclination be as strong as will, my stronger guilt defeats my strong intent. And like a mad double business bound, I stand and pause where I shall first begin, both neglect. Well, what if this brother's hand were thicker than itself with brother's blood? Is there not rain enough in the heavens to wash it white as snow? Whereto serves mercy but to confront the visage of offense? And what's in prayer but this twofold force? To be forestalled ere we come to fall, or pardon being down? Then I'll look up. My fault is past. But what form of prayer can serve my turn? Forgive me my foul murder. That will never be, because I am still possessed of those effects for which I did the murder. My crown, mine own ambition, and my queen. May one be pardoned and retain the offense. In the corrupted world, 'tis often seen the wicked prize itself buys out the law. 'Tis not so above. There is no shuffling. There the action lies in his true nature, and we ourselves compelled even to the teeth and forehead of our faults to give in evidence. Oh, what then? What rests? Try what repentance can. What can it not? What can it when one cannot repent? Bosom, blackness, death, the light and soul, when struggling to be free, I'm more engaged. Help angels make us say, oh, bow stubborn knees, oh, blind soul. All may be well.
Now might I do it? And now he is praying. And now I'll do it. And so he goes to heaven? So am I revenged? That would be scanned. A villain kills my father. And I, for that, yes, do the same villain sent to heaven. No! And know thou more horrid head. For when he is drunk asleep, or in his rage, or in that incestuous pleasure of his bed, then now trip, and that his heels may kick in heaven, and his soul may be as damn and black as hell, whereto it goes. My mother stays. This physique sickly prolongs thy days.
words fly up, and my thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
Come straight, tell him that your grace hath screened and stood between much heat and him. I'll sconce me even here. Pray you, be round with him.
Mother! Mother!
I'll warrant you. Fear me not to withdraw, I hear him coming.
Mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, come, you answer me with an idle tongue.
Go, go! You question with wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What? What's the matter?
Have you forgot me?
You are the queen. Why, your husband's brother's wife. And whatever not so, you are my mother.
Nay, then I'll set those to you who can speak.
Well, come, and sit you down. You shall not budge. You go not, so I set you up a glass where you see the inmost part of you.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me! Help! Help! Help!
Help! Help! A rat! Dead for a ducat! Dead!
Oh me, what hast thou done?
What? I know not. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed this is.
A bloody deed? Almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry his brother.
As kill a king?
Aye, lady. It was my word. Thou wretched, rash, and intruding fool, I took thee for thy better.
What have I done that thou darest wag thy tongue and noise so rude against me?
Mother, such an act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty, calls virtue hypocrite, and takes off the love of the fair forehead of an innocent love, and sets a blister there.
I mean, what act that roars so loud and thunders in the index?
Look you, mother, and on this, the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. Look you now. Here is your husband, like a mildewed ear, blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Have you eyes? You cannot call it love. Shame. Where is thy blush?
Oh, Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turnest mine eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and great spots as will not leave their taint.
A murderer and a villain. A vice of kings!
No more!
A king of shreds and patches. Save me. Aurora me with your wings, you heavenly guards.
Alas, he is mad.
Do not forget, this visitation is but to whet thy almost blunted purpose. Speak to her, Hamlet.
Aye, lady, how is it with you?
Alas, how is it with you? That you do bend your eye on vacancy? And with the incorporeal air do you hold discourse? O gentle son, whereon do you look?
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing at all, yet all that is I see.
Nor did you hear nothing.
No, nothing but ourselves.
I look. The father, the king, in his habit, as once he lived. There he goes, back out at the portal.
Oh, Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Throw away the worser part of it, and live with the pure half. Good night, mother. But go not to mine uncle's bed. Assume a virtue if you have it not. For this same Lord, I do repent. And heaven hath pleased it so, to punish me with this, and with this, that I have to be their scourge and minister. Good night, mother. One more word, lady.
What shall I do?
I must to England now. You know that?
Alack, I had forgot. 'Tis so concluded on.
There's letters sealed. My two schoolfellows whom I trust, as will adders fanged. They bear the mandate, marshal me to knavery. Come, sir, to draw toward an end with you. Good night, mother.
I will not speak with her.
She's important, indeed distracted.
We're going to reset. We're going to go back to,
Maybe you missed it.
Maureen in the audience. Are you guys good, Candace?
I'm good now.
Okay.
Are you in this scene?
I will not speak with her.
She is important, indeed distraught. Her mood will need to be pitied.
What would she have?
She has spoken much of her father whose last 7 months since he's been slain. At times it beats her heart, yet her speech means nothing.
Fucking trash.
Yes, the unshaped use of it document appears to collection. In fact, would make her think there might be thought, yet much unhappily.
Good you were spoken with, for she may spew dangerous conjectures upon ill-breeding minds.
Let her come in.
Very well.
To my sick soul, as sinister nature is, each toy seems prologue to some great amiss. So full of artless jealousy is guilt. It spills itself, fearing to be spilt.
Where
is the beauteous majesty of Paris? How now, Ophelia! Should I true go from another by his cockle hand and staff and his sandal shoon? Alas, sweet lady, what imports this song? Say it! Nay, pray her! Mark! He is dead and gone, lady, he is dead and gone. At his head, grass green clerk. At his heels, a stone. Hey, but Ophelia! But pray you back! Why just feel as though not so? Alas, look here, my lord.
How do you, pretty lady?
Oh, God, you do.
They say the owl was a baker's daughter.
Lord, we know what we are. But know not what we may be. God, at your table!
Concede upon her father.
Pray him! Pray him!
Let's have no parts of this. But when they ask you what it means, say you this. Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, all in the morning good time, and I am made at your window to be your Valentine. Then up he rose and donned his clothes and tapped the chamber door. Let the maiden out, a maid never departed more.
How long has she been thus?
I hope all will be well.
We must.
Be patient.
But I can't help but to weep. To think they should lay him in the cold, hard ground.
My sister shall know. And so I thank you for your good counsel. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night. Good night. Oh! Come, my coach. Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Follow her close. Set some watch upon her, I pray you. This is the poison of deep grief. It springs all from her father's death and Hamlet's folly. Gertrude, when sorrows come, they come not single spies, but in battalions. Poor Ophelia divided from herself and her fair judgment.
Alack, what noise is this?
Where are my Switzers? Let them guard the door. What is the matter?
Save yourself, my lord. The rabble cry out, Lord, choose we Laertes' queen, with caps and hands and tongues applauded to the clouds. Laertes' queen, Laertes shall be queen.
Oh, cheerfully on the false trail they cry. Oh, this is counsel, you false dogs.
Doors are broke.
Where is this king? Sir, stand you all without. Thank you. Oh, thou vile king, give me my father!
Calmly, good Laertes.
That drop of blood that's gone proclaims me bastard! Cries cuckold to my father. Brands the harlot, even here, between the chaste, unsmirched brow of my true mother.
What is the cause, Laertes, that thy rebellion looks so giant-like? Let her go, Gertrude. Do not fear a person. Tell me, Laertes, why thou art thus incensed. Let her go, Gertrude. Speak, lady.
Where is my father?
Death.
But not by him.
Let her demand her fill.
How came he dead? I'll not be juggled with. To hell allegiance. To this point, I stand. That both the worlds I give to negligence. Let come what comes, I'll only be revenged most thoroughly for my father.
Good Laertes, if you desire to know the certainty of your dear father's death is written your revenge, in that sweepstake you will draw both friend and foe, winner and loser.
None but his enemies.
Will you know them then?
To his good friends, thus wide, all of my arms, and, like the kind, life-rendering pelican, repass them with my blood.
Why, now you speak like a good child and a true gentleman. That I am guiltless of your father's death and am most sensible in grief for it. it shall as level to your judgment pierce as day does to your eye.
Oh no, what noise is that? Oh, heat, dry up my brains. Tears 7 times salt, burn out the sense and virtue in mine eye. By heavens, thy madness shall be paid by weights till her scale turn the beam. O Rose of May, dear maid, kind sister, sweet Ophelia. Hadst thou thy wits and didst persuade revenge, it could not move this.
You must sing. A down, they call him a down.
Oh, how the wheel comes it! It is the false steward who stole his master's daughter. This nothing's more than matter.
There's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray, love, remember. There's pansy. That's for thoughts.
A document in madness, thoughts and remembrances fitted.
There's fennel for you. And columbine. And there's rue for you. And here's some for me. We may call it our Grace of Sunday. Oh, you must wear your rue with a difference. There's a pansy. I would give you all some violets, but they withered all when my father died. They say he made a good end.
Thoughts and affliction, passion, hell itself, she turns to favor and to prettiness.
Will he not come again? Will he not? No, 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 he will never come again. Spirit was white as snow, all flaxen was his home. He will never come again. And we all cast away love. I pray God have mercy on his soul, and all Christian souls. God be with you. Do you see this? No, God.
Laertes, I must give you with your grief, for you deny me right. Make choice of whom your wisest friends you will, and we shall jointly labor with your soul to give it its due content.
Let this be so. His means of death, his obscure funeral, no trophy, sword, nor hatchment over his bones, no noble rites, no formal ostentation. Cry to be heard, as to heaven to earth, that I must call it in question.
So you shall. And where the offense is, let the great axe fall. I pray you, go with me. How now? What news?
This is my lord from Hamlet. This for your majesty. This for the queen.
From Hamlet. Oh, who brought them?
Sailors, my lord, so they say. I saw them not. They were given me by Claudio, and he received them from... he who brought them.
Laertes, you shall hear them. Leave us. High and mighty, you shall know I am set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I beg leave to see your kingly eyes, when I shall, first asking your pardon thereunto, recount the occasion of my sudden and more strange return. Hamlet. Well, what should this mean? Are all the rest come back, or is it some abuse, or no such thing?
Know you the hand?
It's his Hamlet's character. Can you advise me?
I'm lost in it, my lord. But still, let him come. It warms the very sickness in my heart that I shall live. And I get to tell him to his teeth, thus didst thou.
If it be so, Laertes. As how should it be so? How otherwise will you be ruled by me?
My lord, so you will not ever rule me to a peace.
If he be now returned as checking at his voyage, and that he means no more to undertake it, I will work him to an exploit now ripe in my device, under the which he shall not choose but fall. Call it accident.
My lord, I will be ruled. Why ask you this?
Not that I think you did not love your father, but Hamlet comes back. What would you do to show yourself your father's daughter, indeed more than in words?
To cut his throat in the church.
Revenge should have no bounds. We'll bring you in fine together. We'll place a wager on your heads, and in a pass of practice you will requite him for your father.
I will do it. And for that purpose I anoint this here. I want an unction of the amount of egg, so more to that, but dip a knife in it, where it draws no blood, so cataplasm rare. I'll touch my points with this contagion that is but scratched withal. That is if I gallop slightly and maybe death.
Let's further speak of this. We'll place a solemn wager on your cunnings, as make your bouts more violent to that. If he calls for drink, I'll have prepared him a chalice for the nonce whereon but sipping, if he by chance escaped your venom stuck, our purpose may hold there. Good Gertrude.
One woe doth tread upon another's heel. So fast they follow. Your sisters drown, Laertes.
Drowned. Where?
There's a willow grows aslant a brook. There with fantastic garlands did she come, of crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples. Ere an envious silver broke, when down herself fell in the weeping brook, her clothes spread wide, mermaid-like. A while they bore her up, which time she chanted snatches of long tunes, as one incapable of her own distress. But long it could not be, till that her garments, heavy with their drink, pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to muddy death.
Alas, she is drowned.
Drowned. Drowned.
Too much water, that's that. Poor Ophelia. Therefore, I forbid my tears. I have the speech that falling fame would blaze. That this falling down said, adieu, my lord, adieu.
Let's follow. How much I had to do to calm her rage. Now fear I this will give it rise again. Therefore, let's follow.
I tell thee she is. Therefore make her grave straight. A crowner hath sat on her, and finds it Christian burial.
How can that be? Unless she drowned herself in her own defense.
Why, 'tis found so.
Has this fellow no feeling of his business? He whistles gravely.
Well, my lord, custom hath made him consciousness of easiness.
Tisn't so. The hand of little employment hath the daintier sense. That skull had a tongue in it. It could sing once. Might be the pate of a politician which his ass now overreaches. When the words to comfort God. I did not.
It might, my lord.
Over courtier, which could say, how dost thou, good lord? Good morrow, sweet lord. Might it not?
It might, my lord.
A shrouding sheet, oh pit of clay for to be made, and such a guest is meet.
There's another. Why may not that be the skull of a lawyer? Why does he suffer this rude knave now to skunk and knock him about with a dirty shovel? And will not tell him of his action of battery? Whose grave is this, sirrah?
Mine, sir.
I think it be thine indeed, for thou liest in it.
For my part, I do not lie in it, and yet it is mine.
Thou dost lie in it. To be in it and say it is thine, 'tis for the dead, not for the quick. Therefore, thou liest.
'Tis a quick lie, sir. 'Twill away again from me to you.
What man dost thou do this for?
For no man, sir.
For what woman then?
For none neither.
Who is to be buried in it?
For one that was a woman once, sir, but rest her soul. She's dead.
By the Lord Horatio, these 2 and 2 months I have taken a note of it. How long hast thou been a grave-maker?
All the days I did, I came to it that our last king, Hamlet, overcame Fortinbras.
How long will the man lie in the earth ere he rot?
Here's a skull now. This skull has lain in the earth 23 years.
Whose was it?
The same skull, sir, was Yorick's skull, the king's jester.
This?
And that?
Let me see it. Alas, or Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of most infinite jest, most excellent fancy. Why, he hath borne me on his back 1,000 times. Where be your jibes now? your songs, your gambles, your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roll. Prithee, Horatio, tell me one thing.
What is, my lord?
Dost thou think Alexander looked all this fashion ere he lie on the earth?
E'en so.
And smelt so? Oh! Alexander died. Alexander was buried. Alexander returneth into dust. The dust is of earth, and of earth we make alone. But soft you now. Here comes the king. The queen, the courtiers, who's to say follow? And with such maiden lights, the corpse that did follow must have foregone its own life. For some state, count me a while and mark.
What ceremony else?
That's very noble youth. Mark.
What ceremony else?
Her obsequies have been as far enlarged as we have warranties, yet here she has allowed her virgin krantz, her maid instruments, and the bringing home of bell and burial.
Must there no more be done?
No more be done. We should profane the service of the dead to sing a requiem for lost souls.
Lay her in the earth, and from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring. I tell thee, shrillest priest, ministering angel shall my sister be. When thou least howling.
What? Fair Ophelia.
Sweets to the sweet, farewell. I'd hoped thou shouldst been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thy bride bed to have decked, sweet maid, not to have strewed thy grave.
Oh, trouble, woe. Fall 10 times treble of that cursed head, whose wicked deed thy most ingenious sense deprived thee of. Off the earth a while, till I thought her once more in mine arms.
What is she who grief bears such an emphasis?
Oh, the devil that take thy soul.
My son, no!
Hamlet, all gentlemen!
My lord, be quiet.
Oh, my son, what theme?
I loved Ophelia. 40,000 sisters cannot, with all their quantity of love, make up my son.
He is bad, Laertes.
For the love of God, forbear him!
Swoons! Show me what thou do. Would weep? Would tear thyself? Drink a bison? Eat a crocodile? I'll do it. Dost thou come here to whine? To outface me with leaping in her grave? Be buried quick with her. And so will I.
This is mere madness, and thus a while the fit will work on him.
Hear you, lady. What is the reason you use me thus? Let Hercules do what he may. The cat will be, the dog will have his day.
Good Horatio, wait upon him, I pray you.
Very well.
Strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. We will put the matter to the present push. Good Gertrude, set some watch upon your son. This grave shall have a living monument. An hour of quiet shall we see. Till then, in patience our proceeding be.
shall you say the other? You do remember the circumstance?
Do I remember it, my lord?
Sir, in my heart there was kind of fighting that would not let me sleep. But when our deep plots do pall, there's a divinity that shapes our ends. It will be short. But to Laertes, I forgot myself. And by the image of my cause, I saw the portraiture of his. But yes, his grief did put me into a towering passion.
My lord, I know you are not dumb.
I wish you well, sir.
Surely you are not ignorant of what excellence Laertes is.
I dare not confess that, lest I should compare with him in excellence, but to know a man well, or to know himself.
The king hath laid them in a dozen passes between yourself and she will not exceed you 3 hits. She's laid on 12 for 9.
How if I answer no?
Then the opposition of your character is the trial.
Sir, I will walk here in the hall, if it pleases Majesty as such. 'Tis a breathing time of day with me, and I will win, and I can. If not, I'll gain nothing but my shame in the odd hits.
You will lose this wager, my lord.
I do not think so.
Oh my gosh.
I've been in continual practice. I shall win at the odds.
If your mind is like anything, obey it. An hour for stalls repair hither and just say you were not fit.
Not a wit. We defy augury. What? There's a special fall providence of the sparrow. If it be now, 'tis yet to come. If it be yet to come, it will be now. If it be not now, 'tis yet to come.
What, my lord?
Here comes the king.
Hamlet,
Oh,
come. Hamlet, take this hand from me.
Give me our pardons, ma'am. I've done you wrong. But pardons, as you are a lady.
I am satisfied in nature, whose motive should stir me most to my revenge. But, in terms of honor, I stand aloof. But, till that time, I do receive your offered love like love, and will not wrong it.
I embrace you freely, and with this sister's wager, frankly, play. I'll be your foil, Laertes. In mine ignorance, your skill shall, like a star in the darkest night.
You mock me, sir.
Oh, by this hand.
Hamlet, you know the wager?
Very well. Your grace hath laid the odds, the weaker side.
I do not fear it. We have seen you both, but she is better, and we have therefore odds. Set the stoops of wine on that table. The king shall drink to Hamlet's better breath.
Come on, lady.
Come, my lord.
One.
No.
Judgments.
A hit! A most powerful hit!
Well, again!
Stay! Give me drink. The king shall drink to Hamlet's better breath. Hamlet, this pearl is thine. Trumpet sound, and cannon shot off within, give him the cup.
Nay, I'll play this bout first. Set it by a while. Come. Another hit. What say say you?
A touch, I do confess.
Our son shall win.
He is fat and scant of breath. Here, Hamlet, take my napkin. Rub thy brows, the queen caresses to thy fortune.
Good, madam. Gertrude!
Do not drink.
I will, my lord, I pray you, pardon me.
Why, my madam?
Come, let me wipe thy brows.
My lord, I will him now.
I do not think it.
Say you so. Come.
Nothing. Neither way. Of course, there was nothing.
Have you now?
Ow.
Look to Queen!
How is it, Laertes?
Why, as a woodcock to my own springs, ostrich I'm justly killed of my own treachery.
How does the queen?
She swoons to see them bleed.
No. The drink. The drink. Oh, my dear Hamlet, the drink. I'm poisoned.
Villainy, ho! Treachery!
Hamlet!
Sing it out!
Hamlet! The treacherous instruments in thy hand, and baited and envenomed, thou art slain. Your mother's poisoned, and lo, here I lie, never to rise again. I can no more. The king's to blame.
The point. Venom 2. And Venom to thy work.
How can defend me, friends?
Hear thou, incestuous, murderous, damned Frank, drink off thy potion. Is thy union here? Follow my mother.
He is justly served and poisoned by his own self.
I am but hurt.
Hamlet, exchange forgivenesses with me. Mine nor my father's death could not upon thee, nor thine on me.
By heaven, I'll follow.
Never believe it. I'm more antique Roman than Frank.
Hey, give me the cup.
No.
Let go. By heaven, I'll have it.
No. No.
Horatio.
We're here.
What a wounded name. Thus, things standing unknown, they shall live behind us. If thou ever didst hold me in thy heart, absent thee from Felicity, and from this harsh world, draw thy breath from pain to tell my story. Horatio. With all the occurrence, more and less, we have so listened. The rest, Horatio. In silence.
Okay.
Oh!
sing thee to thy rest.